Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
His daddy picked up some land, built every brick with his bare hands. I didn't know that could be done. Things were easy way back then, long before the turning winds, long before the clouds covered the sun. Out where the sun sets low, 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. He took her back through that hometown. She vowed she'd never stick around. Them crickets ringing in her ears. 20 years how they flew by. The city girl within her died. No better time or place than here. Out where the sun sets low, 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. I go back from time to time past that old ghost town sign. Sometimes I wonder why'd I go out where the sun sets low. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. Best little town, I swear. Stop by if you dare. Further out in the middle of nowhere. Ooh. Out where the sun sets low. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
The keys to drive me crazy. If anyone can wreck my heart, I know she can. She's got the keys to drive me crazy. But I'll hang on just as long as I'm her man. She walks in, I just fall to my knees. That smile has always had a spell on me. My overactive imagination says she'll love me, but then she walks out and I crash and burn again. She's got the keys to drive me crazy. If anyone can wreck my heart, she can. She's got the keys to drive me crazy, but I'll hang on just as long as I'm her man. She starts me up and takes control of me. Her eyes have always been a master key. She's driving me insane, and she knows I'm not that strong. One touch is all it takes to turn me on. She's got the keys to drive me crazy. If anyone can wreck my heart, I know she can. She's got the keys to drive me crazy, but I'll hang on just as long as I'm her man. And I'll hang on just as long as I'm her man.
His name is Ryan Bodine. That is a great song called The Keys. That's actually the first song I ever heard from Ryan Bodine. And before that, another hit song starting us off tonight, Ghost Town Road. We'll have one more from Ryan Bodine from Huntington Beach, California is where he's from in just a moment. Welcome to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I am broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and we've got a great live show for you tonight. 3 songs in a row from every artist all show long. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday, and 2 great radio interviews in the program tonight as well. Gary Matheny is going to be with me at the bottom half of this first hour. Then at the bottom half of hour number 2, Pat Waters from the great state of Texas is going to join us on the program. You're going to get to hear their stories behind the songs. We're going to talk about country music and a lot of cool stuff, so stay tuned for those radio interviews, but you're in the meantime going to hear what I call New Country's Best as well. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the radio stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, Down the Road Radio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, TailgateCountryRadio.com. There we go. That is out of Canada. Radio 94.3 in Sweden. We've also got Hot and Funky Radio and KDubRadio.com. And, of course, you can Google search The Tim Kelly Show and find us on all the major streaming platforms like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, all of the good stuff. And you, too, will be listening to New Country's Best. The third song in the triple play for Ryan Bodine is actually his 4th song out to radio right now, and the song that started it all, and he just released it to radio just a few weeks ago. Barstow to HB for Ryan Bodine on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Not a care in the world, but a hope and some dreams in my little Ford truck, cruising down I-15. Thinking this is where the life was at. And this beach city life's been good to me, but I can still appreciate the simple things. And I remember where my daddy hung his cowboy hat. I guess your mind don't let you throw away things like that. Like a tumbleweed blown into the sea. Barstow to HB, Barstow to HB. Down PCH, them waves explode, but I remember fishtailing down that old dirt road, and I know you can't turn back the hands of time. With all its glitz, glamour, fortune, and fame, I'd still miss the smell of the summer rain. And I can almost catch the scent as the memories spring to life. like a tumbleweed blown into the sea. Barstow to HB, Barstow to HB. But when I went back home, that sand just didn't flow quite the same as it used to. And the smell of the desert rain just wasn't the same. And you think, did it change you? Maybe both are true. Like a tumbleweed blown into the sea. Same California sky, but the sun sets differently. Barstow to HB, Barstow to HB. Down here you can bump elbows with stars every night, but you can't see a single one shine in the sky tonight. Remember Haley passing me when I was 5? Naive youngster thinking I was the man. Well, here at the beach, I'm just a grain in the sand. But now, somehow I still found her. Like a tumbleweed blown into the sea. Same California sky, but the sun sets differently. Barstow to HB, Barstow to HB.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Do you think I don't know what you're feeling? Little secrets your eyes are revealing. You're not a man who likes walking the floor. So come on in, turn out the light and close the door. Call it love, call it fate, call it crazy. But what you see tonight ain't no lady. It's the other side you've never seen before. So come on in, turn out the light and close the door. Gonna show you the way a woman loves a man. And baby, you will find you're holding heaven in your hands. 'Cause I'm gonna love you like no one loved you before. So come on in, turn out the light and close the door. love you like no one's loved you before. So come on in, turn out the light and close the door. Oh, I'm gonna love you like no one's loved you before. So come on in, turn out the light and close the door. So come on in, turn out the light and close the door.
Song number 2.
Their hands are as tough as that leather on the saddle that they ride, but warm and inviting like a campfire in the middle of the night. Their love is like the wild frontier, so dang hard to tame. Always another rodeo and a buckle with their name. Yeah, they'll love you until the cows come home. That don't mean you won't be sitting in that house all alone. So don't fall in love with the cowboy. They might rope you the moon or leave you wishing on a star. They got tumbleweeds rolling through their veins, and will only ride into the sunset with your heart. So don't fall in love with a cowboy. He's up before dawn, lucky if I see him all day. His hands are always dirty, but clean enough to pray. Oh, he loves me hard, but it ain't easy for him to show it. He's got a tender heart, but I'll never let you know it. So don't fall in love with the cowboy. They might rope you the moon and leave you wishing on a star. They got tumbleweeds rolling through their veins, and will only ride into the sunset with your heart. So don't fall in love with the cowboy. He will sweep you off your feet, spin you around that sawdust floor, keep your heart racing and always wanting more. So don't fall in love with the cowboy. They might rope you the moon, leave you wishing on a star. They got tumbleweeds rolling through their veins, and will only ride into the sunset with your heart. So don't fall in love with a cowboy.
The song is called Don't Fall in Love with a Cowboy. That's probably some good advice right there from Ashley Westcott. She is from the state of Arizona. I bet she's met a few cowboys out west. And the first song is called Come On In. Well, that's exactly what you can do right now. Come on in live to the Tim Kelly Show from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I am live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. I'm live on my website. Scroll down just a little bit. You'll see a Radio Boss player. Push play on that for the audio. And then right underneath it, I've got a YouTube player. I'm live on there as well. Got a 30-minute movie playing behind me, and that is all cool stuff to do in Branson. So you get to experience some of that while you're listening to the show as well. And then I'm also live on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. Come over here in all of these chat rooms and say hello. Tell us where you're listening from, and we would love to meet you. And I'll give you a follow on TikTok as well if you like my live. And everybody is tapping that screen. Last I looked just a second ago, we had over 17,000 hearts, and we're still counting. I love that as well. Thank you for all the love tonight. The third song in the triple play before we do an interview with Gary Matheny is called Honky Tonk Holler from Ashley Westcott, and you're going to get to hear the story behind it when we do an interview on September the 25th on another triple play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. So be sure to write that one down, mark it on your calendar, but that full schedule is at the bottom of the homepage of KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. Here is Honky Tonk Holler right now with Ashley Westcott on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Well, it's been a long week, got some money to burn. Yeah, quitting time, this much I've earned. Calling up friends, get them on down, 'cause it's 2-for-1 shots of Jack and Crown. Take me down to that honky tonk holler, where the beer is cold but the girls are hotter. Cowboys are strong but the drinks are stronger. Redneck, white knuckle, blue collar. The cover band is loud, you can bet your bottom dollar. So let me hear your honky tonk holler.
Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday. Every artist on the show is getting played 3 times in a row tonight, and we're going to get to hear the story behind these next 3 songs with my good friend Gary Matheny. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Tim, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I am really looking forward to this interview.
You are welcome. I'm looking forward to it as well. It's a pleasure to have you. And we connected through music a while back, and you've got this cool thing called the Indie Wave going on, and I had the pleasure of making the logos for you for that. And tell us about that and how that kind of got started, too, before we get going here.
Well, as of course, I'm an indie artist, and one of the things I'm finding is that indie artists are not really getting the accolades that they need. And so I thought, well, we just kind of go around the world with social media the way it is. You can reach anybody and everybody within just a click of a computer keyboard. And so I came up with the idea Indie Wave because that's what we are. We are a wave out here. We're making big waves into the industry, and we're getting noticed by a few people, trying to get noticed by more. So I decided, well, I'll come up with a website or a Facebook page, rather, Indie Wave, and see if we can't get people on board with it to post their bookings, to post their songs, to post their information about themselves. And, of course, you were very gracious to make me the logo for it, and it was a great one, too. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, it definitely got the wave thing going on that logo. I love that, and what a great idea, and you're absolutely right. The independent artists are making such great music. They work so hard, and you've been doing this for a while. I saw it all started for you when a friend taught you how to play guitar at 12 years old or something.
It was. Listen, I have loved music since I was a little boy, and I can remember back in the day when I was about 4 years old, I could go out in the yard with my old guitar. I didn't know how to play, but I would bang on it, and I would sing, "You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog" to my old dog out in the yard. And at about 3.5 years old, I was offered the opportunity to sing a song for a guy at one of the cleaners where my dad had some clothing, and he offered me 25 cents, and I refused, and I thought, dang, man, I could have been a professional at 3 years old.
Wow.
But when I moved out to Jones County, Georgia, a friend of mine taught me how to play guitar, and then I got involved in some little rock bands. And from there, I gave music up because I met this sweet woman I married, and I've been married to her 53 years. And burgers, movies, and gas cost more than the gigs were paying, so I had to give up something to pay that. I got a job.
Yeah. Yep.
So then I picked it up.
A lot of independent artists still do that as well. They work a full-time job and they do music on the weekends, but their passion is that weekend gig, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is. I love to be on the stage and entertain and just see the smiles on the faces of the people, and it just gives you a thrill. It's a bigger thrill than actually being in the studio recording.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, you got into writing songs too, and you sent your music to various contests and publishers, and you started getting on social media and building a fan base, and you've got a pretty good fan base, especially in this indie wave that you recently got going. It's taken off.
Yes, it is. It's been a long haul. I was in marketing as in my real job before I retired, and so I try to come up with ideas on how to pull people in, and every day I'm doing something different on Facebook or sending out an email somewhere, just marketing myself, and then in the meantime I'm trying to write a few new songs.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let me ask you this, because I don't see it on your website, but who influenced you in the world of country music that made you want to do something country-wise?
Oh, wow. Don Williams. I love Don Williams. Matter of fact, during COVID, he was going to be at Pigeon Forge or Dollywood or somewhere, and they canceled his concert, and before I could see him, he passed away. I have loved Don Williams. His baritone voice he's got was just fabulous, and the songs and the stories. I love to write, and I love to stories, and then I love to put music to the stories, and then once they come to fruition, I sit back sometime and think, gee, did I really write that?
Wow.
But,
you know, I'm on Tulsa time. We're only about 2.5 hours from Tulsa here in Branson, and boy, that's a great song. I love that. So simple, you know, in the title, and I get a lot of those in my email, you know, just a really simple title. Don't know what the song's about. Then I ask the artist, you know, and do these interviews like we're doing with you tonight and get to hear the stories behind these great songs. And boy, that was a great one for Don Williams, wasn't it? Big hit.
It was. It really was. I loved Good Old Boys Like Me. I just, you know, that was a good one too.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a traditional country style. I love that. You know, you're one of those artists that we can give kudos to that are keeping traditional country music alive. And I love hearing that on the radio still to this day too.
Well, thank you. You know, I told somebody we did a concert this past weekend in Ringgold, Georgia, and I told them on stage, I said, you know, country music has evolved. And, of course, back in the days, they talked about mama trains and pickup trucks and all their songs. I said, today they talk about drinking bars and things like that. I said, so we've had to change our format.
Yeah, absolutely. So that brings up this, you know, you do write songs. Tell us about your writing style. Do you have to hear the hook? Do you put the hook to it after you write the lyric, or how do you do it? Maybe a combination of both.
It is. Someone asked me that recently, how I got the inspiration to write. Do you just sit down and spend time every day at a certain time writing? No. I get inspiration from something. I see something. I hear something. My wife and I do a lot of traveling around and leaving Macon. One of the songs I think I sent you. I'm from Macon, Georgia originally, and we were down there one day, and we were talking about how the city had changed since we were down there, since we grew up in Macon, and how things had changed. And I said, you know, leaving Macon was a good thing for us. And next thing you know, I'm saying, hey, get your phone out and take down these notes. And I give her all these notes and come back and put it together. I have to feel it. The hooks are something that I put in as I do my courses and write, trying to find out something to bring it back together. And it's just all a process, Tim. And it's a work. It's a work in progress.
It is, and that's pretty cool when you can share those songs with your wife right there, or she's beside you, and you've probably done a lot of that, of life experiences with her over the last 50 plus years, you know, and a lot of great country music probably come out of that too.
It has, and you know, I've written songs about her, and I've written songs about the things we've done, and it's a good way to put your lifestyle and your history of your life out into music, and listen, I'm gonna do it until I just can't type on a computer or pick up a pen anymore.
Yep, absolutely. So now you're in Cleveland, Tennessee. I've never been to Cleveland, but is that pretty close to Nashville? Is that why you moved there, or what?
We're about 2.5 hours from Nashville. We're about 35 minutes outside of Chattanooga, about an hour and a half from Knoxville. So we're in a really good location. I've loved Tennessee ever since I worked up here. And like I said, my real job in sales, I was in sales and marketing. And when I retired, I talked about Tennessee for years and years. My wife said, are we going to do it or not? And so we moved up here 11 years ago, and it's been great because I'm near Nashville. I can run up there for the day and turn and come back. I've met a lot of contacts in the business, and it's just been a very, very good thing for us.
That is awesome. And, you know, Nashville's gotten, since I've been there, I haven't been there since 2018, and it's just crazy gotten how much the traffic is there, and all the parking downtown and all of that stuff. So yeah, it's gotten a lot different than it was even 5-6 years ago, and you may go there from time to time and have to deal with that a little bit.
Oh, I do. And listen, living in Macon, Georgia, growing up and traveling, I had to go through Atlanta all the time. Atlanta is horrible. Matter of fact, one of my first songs that I wrote was called Exit 10. It talks about the traffic in Atlanta and how bad it is.
Yeah.
And it'll be a good one for your listeners to go by and take a listen to.
Speaking of Atlanta, in 2022, you were awarded Songwriter of the Year from the ISSA, the International Singer-Songwriter Association. I have met Tammany, and the last time we met was at the Wild Horse Saloon back in 2018 in Nashville, before she started this thing, the ISSA. And I'll tell you what, she's got over 15,000 members, I think, or something like that. Or maybe that's the other one I'm looking at. But anyways... It's a big organization, isn't it?
It's over 18,000 now.
18,000, okay.
Yes, it has grown tremendously. And this year, we just yesterday ended the fan voting for the new season. And I've got Songwriter of the Year. I'm up for that again. And also Single of the Year with Barroom Hunting this year.
Awesome. Congratulations. And I see down at the bottom, you got several awards that you have won. So, you know, it is nice when an independent artist gets recognized like that, isn't it?
It is. And it gives you the to keep going too. I don't know about the other independent artists that might be listening to this, but there's days where I just say, why am I doing this? I mean, it's overwhelming and all, and you kind of get discouraged, and all of a sudden something happens, or somebody calls you, or you say, hey, you just won this or whatever, and it just kind of gives you that refueling again. Yeah. And and it's good. It's good. It's good that we're recognized by these different groups.
Absolutely. Well, we connected here a while back, and the thing that really connected us was this thing that I'm trying to put together called the Branson Opry here in Branson. And we want to do an Opry-style show with independent artists that we're going to bring in that get airplay on my station, just like WSM does for the Grand Ole Opry. And then from there, we're going to invite those artists that get played on the radio to come and perform. And we are getting people now from all over the world that are liking us on Facebook, that are sharing their music, that's getting played on this radio station, and you're going to be one of those tonight. We're going to play 3 of your songs, but we hit it off so much that I asked you to be a member of the board of directors of the Branson Opry and help us find this top-tier talent that can keep riding that indie wave and maybe get on the Branson Opry and stages all over the world from that.
Man, I am so honored to be asked to do that, too, because my heart and soul is in indie music, because I am, of course, an indie artist, and it is so hard for us to get out there to the mainstream because of all of the other things that are going on. So we need someone like yourself and a group of individuals that are very dedicated to this side of the business, this genre of the business, to be a part of that.
Absolutely. And we talked off the air about how Branson has become, and a lot of other towns are doing the same thing, tribute shows, they're everywhere, and cover songs, people love to hear those cover songs, but these artists that made this town great, like Glenn Campbell and Roy Clark, Ray Price, Mel Tillis, all of them, Waylon Merle, they all had theaters here, at some point. They were independent artists, getting started. It was just a song like you brought out with Don Williams and others that, took off for them, and it became huge on the major charts, and they got a big record deal and all of that. But these independent artists work just as hard, and their music's just as good, if not better.
Yeah, well, I tell people all the time, I said, I have applied and sent things out to so many people, and I've been turned down more times than sheets in a cheap motel. I said, but I keep coming back.
Yep, exactly. Well, Motel 6 isn't cheap anymore, is it?
No, it's not.
They started out, and the reason it was Motel 6, it was $6 to get a room when they first started. You can't do that anymore. They will not leave the light on for you for $6.
No, they will not. Hey, the electricity bill is too expensive now.
Exactly. Your first song we're going to play tonight is called Barroom Hunting. Tell us the story behind this one.
Well, that was probably the second song that I wrote, and I just sat on it for years. And I called my brother. He's one of my producers. He helps fund some of my things. And I told him, he said, "Man, that will resonate with a lot of people." Well, I just kind of sat on it, but it's something that, you got a lot of people go to bars, a lot of people pull the stunts that's done. I used to go to a bar when I was younger, and they have a rocking chair over in the corner. And it's the guy that got inebriated before everybody else, they would put him over in the rocking chair, they'd take his keys from him, and if his wife called, they'll say, he's over here sleeping it off. So this song, I thought, well, I'll just write this song, and just because you get to see all these guys in bars, and they get a drink or two in them, and then they get a little frisky.
Absolutely. Speaking of $6, a drink will cost you $6. What a Motel 6 room used to cost you now, won't it?
It will. And it don't last near as long as the room.
It doesn't. That's right. The ice melts and waters it down for you.
That's it.
We're going to play Gary Matheny's Barroom Hunting. We're going to come back and talk about a couple of more of his songs tonight on a Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
I'm sitting on this bar stool trying to get drunk. Problems on the home front have got me in a funk. I'm not appreciated, my wife don't seem to care. When I'm home she walks around like I'm just not there. There's a lady at the end of the bar and she's looking at me. That tight red dress she's wearing, well, it's something to see. She smiles at me, nods her head, she's giving me a wink. Bartender, put it on my tab and buy that lady a drink. I'm ballroom hunting and there's always lots of fun. Don't need a license, ammo or a gun. Well, just show up and take a seat and scan the scenery. I'm on the prowl with my wallet out and I'm flashing greenery. I watch her as she drains a glass, the ice it makes a sound. Another's placed in front of her as she's looking around. Her eyes meet mine and settle in, and once again she winks. She now knows that it's me buying her the drink. Bartender, keep 'em coming, calls this night could last a while. He shakes his head, turns away, he gives me a smile. I'm like a hunter on the prowl, a trophy for my wall. I'm not getting off this stool until the bar's last call. 'Cause I'm ballroom hunting and it's always lots of fun. Don't need a license, ammo or a gun. Well, just show up and take a seat and scan the scenery. I'm on the prowl with my wallet out and I'm flashing greenery. Cause I'm ballroom hunting and there's always lots of fun. Don't need a license, ammo or a gun. Well, just show up and take a seat and scan the scenery. I'm on the prowl with my wallet out and I'm flashing greenery. 'Cause I'm on the prowl with my wallet out and I'm flashing greenery. That's what I'm talking about.
We are live tonight with Gary Matheny. That is called Barroom Hunting. You just heard the story behind that, and I was drinking a bottle of water while that was playing, so just so you know, okay? Having a great time talking to you tonight, man. I'm glad you're on the program, and we always have a great time when we get together and visit on the phone.
Well, hey, listen, anytime I can get on the radio, and someone said one time, don't ever give a guy that can talk a microphone, and man, you just gave me mine.
Oh, there you go. Well, I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure talking to you and hearing you sing, too. That's a bonus. You know, we're getting to do that on 3 different songs tonight. Thinking and Drinking, another great drinking song. Tell us about it.
I did a concert with Keith Burns, formerly Trick. You know who he is,
Yeah.
and he came down and did a concert with me in Macon, Georgia, and then I was asked to go up and do a couple of songs up in Indiana. And he's an artist. He does a song called "Poor Me," and a great song that he wrote. But anyway, I came back home after that Indiana deal, and I was thinking, I said I was channeling Keith Burns. I got to thinking about thinking and drinking, and I thought, you know, that's a pretty good sound, thinking and drinking. So I sat down one day and started writing Thinking and Drinking. And it's basically an old country song about some guy who goes to the bar and is, you know, he does his thinking when he's drinking, you know, because his wife appreciate him and he's out and about, you know. And one of the lines on the song is, you know, if she calls looking for me, tell her you ain't seen me. You know?
I had an interview here a while back, and somebody mentioned that song "Poor Me" and who it was. They didn't know, and I was like, "It's Trick Pony." Right away, I knew it. And Heidi Newfield, I love her voice in the world of country music, and yeah, I listen to that stuff constantly. I love it. And in fact, I've got a classic country radio station playing Trick Pony.
Yeah, Keith Burns is such a nice guy. He really is, and I did not know him until my producer Gary Sacker hired him to play the concert with me in Macon last May, and he is such a heck of a nice guy.
Yeah, Absolutely. Well, you are too, my friend, and it's been a pleasure having you on the program tonight. I wish you well with everything you got going on, and we are going to help you keep riding this indie wave, and you're going to help us too by bringing in independent artists, you know, people that want to play at the Branson Opry, and get them on the radio first, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, it's been fun having you on the radio, and we look forward to a great working relationship, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it, that's for sure.
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it so much. And again, like I say, getting out to the world is always a great thing, and you are doing a great job doing it. And I am just so thrilled to be on part of the Branson Opry. I'm just looking forward to the first night.
Yeah, absolutely. We are too. I'll tell you what. And Leaving Macon's going to kick off the top of the next hour. We did talk about that song already, and you said you're glad you left Macon and you're in Tennessee now. And we hope you and your wife have a great time, continued many, many years together in Tennessee.
Thank you so much, Tim.
You're welcome. We do look forward to seeing you in Branson, Missouri, though, here real soon at the live show capital of the world. So until that happens, where can folks find Gary Matheny on social media if they want to check out more of your music?
You can go to my website, www.garymatheny.com. You can check me out on Facebook, Instagram. Matter of fact, I tell people, I say, just Google my name and you'll find somewhere to find me.
Okay. It is Matheny, Gary Matheny, and I want to thank you for the time tonight. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the radio.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it so much.
You are welcome. This is Thinking and Drinking. Gary Matheny on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on this Triple Play Thursday.
I do my thinking when I'm drinking, sitting in the smoky bar, on a bar stool in the corner, nursing my broken heart. It seems my tab isn't ending. My friends think the world of me. I do my thinking when I'm drinking, since you walked out on me. Bartender gave me whiskey and pour another for my friend. And when this glass is empty, pour another round again. Here's my keys, 'cause when I leave here, I won't be able to drive. Just sit me over in the corner and check to see if I'm alive. She packed her bags and said, your drinking has got me in a rage. I don't care, let her leave, 'cause on this stool I'm gonna stay. She left no choice but to hang out with all my good timing friends. My glass is getting empty. Bartender, do it again. Thinking when I'm drinking, sitting in the smoky bar, on a bar stool in the corner, nursing my broken heart. My tabby seems to be unending. My friends think the world of me. I do my thinking when I'm drinking. Oh, since she walked out on me. If she calls looking for me, I got nothing to say. Just tell her you ain't seen me since late yesterday. I do my thinking when I'm drinking, sitting in the smoky bar, on a bar stool in the corner. I'm nursing my broken heart. It seems to be unending. My friends think the world of me. I do my thinking when I'm drinking. Oh, since she walked out on me, I do my thinking when I'm drinking. Oh, since that woman, since she walked out on me.
Of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Raised in Macon, Georgia, I lived there all my life. Went to school, had lots of friends, married me a wife. Had a family and a career, but I knew I couldn't stay. Heading north in my pickup truck, oh, what a glorious day. I'm leaving Macon, Georgia, shaking off the dust. Heading north to Tennessee to find a better place for us. In another place, I'm gonna salvage my peace of mind. It looks good in my rear view mirror, I'm leaving you behind. The foothills and the mountains, Dollywood and Pigeon Forge, the Ryman and the Grand Ole Opry, that's what I'm longing for. Music, Ricky Skaggs, Reba, and the rest. Tennessee is the place for me. I'm happy and I'm blessed. In the day when I was young, we cruised around the town. Listened to the brothers in Otis too, Southern Rock and Motown. But something changed, things went south, it's not what it used to be. Making tracks, I ain't looking back, there's nothing there for me. The foothills and the mountains, Dollywood and Pigeon Forge, the Ryman and the Grand Ole Opry, that's what I'm longing for. Bluegrass music, Ricky Skaggs, Reba, and the rest. Tennessee is the place for me, I'm happy as a man can be. Georgia, shaking off the dust. Heading north into Tennessee to find a better place for us. I'm gonna find life in another place. Gonna salvage my peace of mind. It looks good in my rear view mirror. I'm leaving you behind. It looks good in my
His name is Gary Matheny. Boy, he's got some music to make you want to get up and dance, doesn't he? Great music on the radio tonight. What a great radio interview, and let's ride that indie wave together. Go check out Gary Matheny on social media. Tell him Tim Kelly from the Tim Kelly Show sent you. I tagged him in the post before I got on the air and shared it on all my social media, so he'll be easy to find. And this interview is going to go into the Tim Kelly Show interview archives after the live show is over tonight at 10 p.m. Central Time. A few hours from after that, we'll put it in the archives. You can go back and listen to it over and over again. And for the artists, they can download it, share it on their social media should they wish. We are still live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show. KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com is the website. I'm also live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio and live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. Hey, thanks for joining me on this long ride. We still got 2 hours left to go. Speaking of long ride, my good friend Megan Irby from Texas is going to kick it off with a song called Long Ride on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
This town is slowing down. Sun is falling asleep. Full moon is hiding out behind those live oak trees. Come on, let's take a drive. We got nothing to do. Babe, go grab the key. I'll put on my shoes. I wanna take a long ride. Back road in the moonlight. Staring into those deep brown eyes. Stay up too late. Baby, move a little closer. I lay my head up on your shoulder. We're only getting older. Let's not wait. I wanna take a long ride. Sound up, humming along. It's just you and me. Never should have waited this long. Grabbing at the summer breeze. We got the world right now. We ain't got the time. And even though it's running out, forever you'll be mine. Yeah. I wanna take a long ride. Back road in the moonlight. Stare into those deep brown eyes. Stay up too late. Baby, move a little closer. I lay my head up on your shoulder. We're only getting older. Let's not wait. I wanna take a long ride. Blaring Kojo on the radio. Do I am the rodeo? I don't care as long as I'm with you. Lay back, find a shooting star. Make a wish, kiss me in the dark. Sunrise comes up too soon. Yeah. I wanna take a long ride. Back road in the moonlight. Stare into those deep brown eyes. Stay up too late. Come a little closer. Lay my head up on your shoulder. We're only getting older. Let's not wait. I wanna take a long ride. Yeah, yeah. I wanna take a long ride.
Song number 2.
Finally figured out. Gas tank is running on E. Guess I better slow down so time don't get the best of me. By a sleepy old town, thoughts and memories. No matter matter how far the distance, freedom don't feel free. I'm crying now, I'm crying now. Where do I belong? Where do I belong? Is it somewhere new, someplace I've known? Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Where do I belong? Trying to figure out who I'm supposed to be. Am I too far gone? Can I find a purpose in me? By your sleepy old town, thoughts and memories. No matter how far the distance, freedom don't feel free. I'm crying now, I'm crying now. Where do I belong? Where do I belong? Is it somewhere new, someplace I've known? Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Where do I belong? Ooh, where do I belong? As the sun goes down, this world keeps spinning around, and I wonder if you notice me. Feels too good to be true when something feels brand new. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Hey. Yeah, I'm crying now, I'm crying now. Where do I belong? Where do I belong? Is it somewhere new, someplace I've known? Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Where do I belong? Where do I
Oh my goodness, I like that song. It's full of questions though, ladies and gentlemen, like where do I belong? That is the title of it, and you belong right here on the Tim Kelly Show, kicking off hour number 2 of the show with my good friend Megan Irby from Texas, and before that, her great song, Long Ride. It's a long ride tonight, 3 hours of the best in new country. Everybody on the show gets played 3 songs in a row, and I've got another great radio interview coming up at the bottom half of this hour. Pat Waters from Texas is going to join me on the program. You're going to love his music, and you'll get to hear the stories behind his songs as well. Well, I also have a TV channel. It is called ICTV for short. That stands for Indie Country Television. You can check out the video to this next song on that TV channel. It is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Megan Irby, brand new single called The High on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Whiskey doesn't hold the fire it used to. Within your love gives me a better high. Smoke-lit room in a crowded place. Through the haze I see your face. You stare into my mind like the smoke rolling out of a stack, evaporating deep from the black. A train chasing its track, in the midnight sky. Like the rain falling into the wind, overflowing rivers again. A sinner washing all of their sin when they see the light. Wild and love's not something that I'm used to. You fell in and broke down every wall. Gentle touch, you brushed my face, drawn into magnetic space. Brace before I fall. Like the smoke rolling out of a stack, evaporating deep from the black. Train chasing its track in the midnight sky. Like the rain falling into the wind, overflowing rivers again. A sinner washing all of the sin when they see the light. Yeah, when they see the light. I get like the smoke rolling out of a stack, evaporating deep from the black. A train chasing its track in a midnight sky. Like the rain falling into the wind, overflowing rivers again. A sinner washing all of the sin when they see the light. Yeah, I get high. I get high. Whiskey doesn't hold the fire it used to. Within your love gives me a better high.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's Country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Driving down south on 71, praying to God that this song is the one. You're tossing, turning in the bed at night, hoping the wife and kids are alright. Well, time to close your eyes and say goodnight, and prayers to the Father, making your heart right. You dream of adventure, both near and far. You're on the road to Nashville, remember who you tiny lights. People dancing and making time go by. The sun comes up and the city lays back down. You packed your bags, you're heading back to your hometown. Well, time to close your eyes and say goodnight and prayers to the Father, making your heart right. You dream of adventure, both near and far. You're on the road to Nashville, remember who you are. So keep on singing and keep on believing and keep on wishing on the shooting star. You ask God to guide you and be in your heart. He'll stand right beside you, meet you where you are. Time to close your eyes and say goodnight and prayers to the Father, making your heart right. You dream of adventure, both near and far. You're on the road to Nashville, remember who you are.
Song number 2.
Wakes up with the sunrise and he feels the call to the old fishing hole where he's fished through it all with a rod and a reel and a bucket of faith. He finds his peace with the river waves. This is my last cast, my final line. One last morning before the sun starts to climb. And in these quiet waters, I found your grace. One last cast, and then I'll see your face. Recalls all the laughter of the stories they told, of the fish that got away and the ones they caught all, and each gentle wave and the whisper of trees was a blessing from heaven, a gift of peace. This is my last cast, my final line. One last morning before the sun starts to climb. In these quiet waters, I found your grace. One last cast, and then I'll see your face. As the boys grow to men and they hold that fishing pole, he prays that they see God's love at their daddy's fishing hole. He takes one last breath of that morning air, and he knows God's peace is forever there. This is my last cast and final line. One last morning before the sun starts to climb. And in these quiet waters, as I found your grace. One last cast. face, and I'll see your face, and I'll see your face.
He is making his radio debut tonight on Triple Play Thursday on the Tim Kelly Show. He is my good friend Aaron Hymes. That is Hymes. Go check him out. Fantastic music. That one was called Last Cast. I can't tell you how many times I've said that to myself, and then I threw a few more and caught some big old fish. Man, that Last Cast thing's pretty cool. So I love that song as well. And then another great song, simply called Nashville, from Aaron Hymes. After one more from Aaron Hymes, we're going to have another great radio interview. Pat Waters from the great state of Texas is going to join us on the program, and you're going to love his music and the story behind his songs as well. One more from Aaron Hymes. It is called Broken Fences on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Face down, you're grounded to your senses. It's like waking up and building broken fences in a world so wild where dreams collide. We'll rise above and let the music be our guide. Broken pieces scattered like stars in the night. Gotta lean on the Father to make it all alright. And he said, take my hand, let's dance through the storm. If you trust in me, it's your life that I transform. Wide open, facing the unknown, that echoes the silence. Our story is sown through the highs and the lows. We'll find our way with every heartbeat. A new life is saved. Broken pieces scattered like stars in the night.
listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday, and that means that every artist on the show gets 3 songs in a row played. You're going to get to hear the story behind these next 3 songs with my good friend Pat Waters from Texas. How are you?
Mr. Tim, I am great, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, man. I appreciate your time tonight, and it's going to be a pleasure playing your music. I love your music.
Well, thank you very much, and it's a great opportunity, and I truly am honored to be on your show.
Absolutely. You were working with my good friend Chris Harbuck from Southern Borders Entertainment, and that's how we connected. And you're down there in Texas where that country music scene is really hot, and you make some great country music.
Well, it is very, very competitive down here, and but I always look at that as a blessing because it's room for everybody.
Yep. Keeps you on your A game, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Yeah.
Sure does.
How long you been doing this in the world of country music?
I started in 1992.
92. Awesome.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
My first radio...
Been for a few weeks.
Yep. My first radio job was in 1999 in McAlester, Oklahoma. I became Tim Kelly there. Everybody had a radio name, and they asked me what I wanted mine to be, and I picked that, and I've been that ever since.
Well, we used to play a great venue up there called Cowboys.
Cowboys, I know that venue.
We used to sell that thing out quite often.
Yep. Gary Allen played there before. I did that concert. Yeah, I used to do live remotes for them at that place. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Small world, huh?
Tell you a funny story. We were in there playing, and we were finishing the first set. I noticed this big old guy standing over to the left of the stage at the bar. And it's like he was just hawking me, just staring and watching. And we ended that set with Alan Jackson's song called Drive.
Uh-huh.
Daddy Dean, And anyway, I figured we finished it and went on break here, and he come up to me. He said, "Man, you did a heck of a job on that song." And I said, "Well, man, thank you. I appreciate it." Alan Jackson's bass player.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was in there. I was like, wow. Can't expect, you don't look normally to see, a touring artist that big have one of their musicians in there watching you,
Yeah, absolutely. Boy, that's pretty cool stuff. Alan Jackson's a legend, isn't he?
My gosh, one of the best. I've done a bunch of shows with him, and he's probably one of the only few that understands, and he'll tell you that he's lucky to be where he's at just because his stars lined up.
Yeah.
And he said, there's guys, gals on the streets in Nashville that write better than me and sing better than me. He said, that ain't no lie.
Uh-huh.
But, it's nice to see somebody not get that superstar mentality and realize that it's a blessing.
Yep. I spent 20 years in southeast Oklahoma, down there around the McAlester area, and Ada, where Blake Shelton's from, and he said the same thing, he got lucky. And, he's really, really good, but, yeah, it takes a whole combination of that, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And, you got to have talent. You got to have, great songs. You got to have good management and all that, good label. Yeah. And just because you have all that doesn't mean the public like you.
Yeah. Well, your music is fantastic. I like it. And our tagline here at the station is New Country's Best. I can definitely say it behind your music for sure.
Well, I surely appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what part of Texas are you at? And did you grow up down there, born and raised, or what?
I'm a 6th-generation Texan.
Mm-hmm.
And my family has been in a little town in North Texas for 6 generations. It's called Bridgeport, which is north of Fort Worth and Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about 30 miles from Oklahoma, there on Interstate 35.
Okay. I know kind of the area. We went to Forney, Texas, and Cross Plains last September for vacation. My wife's from down in that area of Dallas and Fort Worth, too.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, her dad is buried in Laurelland Cemetery, the same cemetery that Stevie Ray Vaughan is buried in. So, yeah, that's good stuff down there. So you got a lot of great country music, a lot of venues to play down there, too, isn't there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can play 7 nights a week if you want to.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we could play your music 7 nights a week and not have a problem with it either, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about these 3 songs we're going to play tonight. You wrote them all?
Do what now?
Did you write all the songs that we're going to play tonight?
I wrote 2 of them.
2 of them? Okay.
Yeah. Love You Back to Texas is written by a very good friend of mine.
Okay. That's the first song that I ever heard, and it was fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. He's a great writer, great friend.
Who wrote it now? You broke up just a little bit.
Jamie Richards.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Buddy of mine.
And did he write that specifically for you, or did he pitch it to you, or what?
Pitched it to me?
Uh-huh.
No, it did not. He didn't write it specifically for me. It's just a great song, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. It sure is. And the other one we're going to play is Tough. I love the story behind this one, and in Right Where I Belong. And
absolutely.
Tough is a great song, too, man. Some great lyrics in that song.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, it's just mostly touches on the subject, you know, of having intestinal fortitude, and no matter what is presented in your life, get up and go to swinging your fist, you know.
Uh-huh.
And that's what basically all that song's about.
Yeah.
You know, talks about living with just your mama, leaving your hometown for the first time, going back into church for many, many years, you know, and accepting the good Lord, and you know, like I said, just intestinal fortitude, and getting back up when this old rough life knocks you on your feet. I mean, on your tail.
Absolutely. We're going to play that for the folks, and then we're going to come back and we're going to play actually Love You Back to Texas, and then we're going to play Tough, and then Right Where I Belong is going to kick off the top of the next hour on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Everything for places you never seen. I knew you had to go. I know there's things you missed, so here is a short list of reasons to come back home. Beautiful sunrise, wide open blue skies, that warm Gulf Coast breeze, small town rodeos, weekends in Mexico, and then there's me. I'm gonna love you back to Texas, back where you belong. I'm gonna love you back to Texas, you're too far away from home. I'm just not the same here with you gone. Church on Sunday, work on Monday. I know that don't sound like me. Been doing some changing, some soul rearranging. When you come back, you'll see. I built you that closet, fixed that dripping faucet, and painted our bedroom. I know you must miss East Texas sunset as much as I miss you. I'm gonna love you back to Texas, back where you belong. I'm gonna love you back to Texas, you're too far away from home. And I'm just not the same here with you gone.
That is Pat Waters. It is called Love You Back to Texas on the Tim Kelly Show. And what a great song to start with on this triple play. We got 2 more to play for you. And fantastic, man. Good job on that one.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Tim.
You know, that song being pitched to you, that's the real talent in country music, is to put your heart and soul into somebody else's words that they wrote on paper. And I don't know how you guys do it, but you did fantastic with that one.
Well, I mean, you know, when somebody pitches you a song or you do somebody else's song that you didn't write, you know, I mean, it's got to definitely resonate with you, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, maybe from experience, you know, past experience from you, or maybe you know somebody, a buddy, or a girlfriend, you know, that's went through something like that. So, you know, you kind of slide yourself into the moment on that, and then do the right dynamics and the right delivery.
Absolutely. So tell me this, where did your passion in country music come from? Was it somebody you listened to on the radio growing up, or what?
You know, that a lot of people listen. I didn't buy my first guitar till I was 21. I played Division I football, and I played for 3 years and transferred back to the University of North Texas there in Denton to finish my degree, and didn't have anything to do, so I always sang and everywhere, and everybody said, "Man, you got a good voice." I'm like, "Oh, okay," you know. So I went out and bought that guitar and kind of taught myself how to play with some Mel Bay books, and first show I ever did, I answered an ad in the Dallas Morning News. It was the Wiley Opry House. And when we took over from there, I mean, just kept rolling, you know. That was 89. And it's kind of crazy. I graduated in Miami in 92. In August of 92.
Okay.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Isn't that something? Now, do you have a full band? Do you do full band and acoustic shows, or what? When we come to see you,
I do both of them. Yes, sir. My guitar player, 4-piece now, because fixed to bring back my keyboard player. He does keyboard and fiddle, but my guitar player, my bass player, my drummer, they've all been with me for about 18 years.
Okay. Wow. You've been doing it a while. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. We spent many a year doing about 270 shows a year. So.
Wow. What's one of your favorite venues down there that if they call you, you say, "I'll be there in a heartbeat," that you've played?
Oh, shoot. I got a few of them. I love playing the legendary Stagecoach Ballroom there in Fort Worth. It's actually on the historical register dance club. Green Hall, I love playing that. I like all the old dance halls.
Okay.
You know, London Dance Hall, Green Hall, you know, things are over 100 years old, you know.
Yep.
And everybody and their dogs played in there, and you can actually, it's kind of weird, people think I'm crazy, but you can feel the presence when you walk in.
Boy, isn't that the truth? You know, that's how the Grand Ole Opry started 100 years ago. It was a barn dance. That's why they have a barn background on that big stage at the Grand Ole Opry.
I played that.
Yeah. Have you really?
Oh, yeah. That's hallowed ground right there.
Boy, you're one of the lucky ones. That's the dream gig right there, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I just wish I wasn't so dang nervous. I played it probably 6 times, I guess.
Wow.
But, definitely, you know.
Who?
You know, that's what it did. You know, it's crazy. It's when I first started doing this, I did a show down at Billy Bob's. Opened it up for a particular gentleman that was a national touring act that I was a huge fan with. And he treated me like a dang dog.
Oh, wow.
Broke my heart. Yeah, I was just so disappointed. I remember driving home that night and making a silent prayer, and I said, "Dear Lord, if you ever allow me to make a living in the music business," I said, "I promise I'll always help any younger artist that I believe in what they're doing." You know, 30-something years, I lay my head down at night, and I've done that. Other promise that I made myself was, I don't care for in the Grand Ole Opry, if we're playing at a VFW, I'm always going to pay tribute to the guys and the gals that gave me this crazy thing called the music business to chase.
Yep.
The Conway Twitties, the Merle Haggards, Keith Whitleys, the Bellamy Brothers, you know, Jerry Lee Lewis, you know, Middle Age Crazy, and, you know, those songs get done every night.
Oh, yeah.
And, just because I believe that, you know, it's very important to keep their legacies alive, you know? I mean, because that's what, I mean, I wouldn't ever wanted to sing if it wasn't for people like that.
Yep. Bellamy Brothers been touring here in Branson at the Mansion Theater. They've been coming here this year quite a bit.
That's awesome, man. David and Howard are good people, man.
Yeah, they're awesome. And so, yeah, that's some great stuff. You know, who were some of the ones that were on stage at the same time as you performing when you were at the Grand Ole Opry? You probably remember that, I'm sure.
Dolly Parton.
Woo! Can't get any better than that.
No. Ronnie Dunn was there that night when he put on one of the nights. He did a single album just by himself, and who else was there? Some of the older people. I can't remember everybody who was there. I was just shot at all.
Yeah.
You know, most of it. But,
yeah.
I've done it with Blake Shelton. Who else? It's been a long time ago.
Yeah, well, that's awesome stuff right there. You know, that's the kind of goal that you have. You know, if your music becomes classic, we're talking about it 25, 30 years from now. Nothing wrong with that, huh?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. You know, for me, it's, you know, I never got rich doing music, you know, made a living.
Yeah.
But my granddad, I started feeding cows with my granddad. That's 5 years old every day. And he used to just preach to me all the time, you know, and I didn't know what he was talking about. But, you know, later in life, it rained. I was like, oh, yeah. He always told me, don't ever be a slave to the dollar. He said, I've seen it run a lot of good people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Find something that you're passionate about, and you'll never work a day in your life. And I'm 57 right now, and I've never worked a day in my life.
Yeah.
And that's a blessing. It really is. I've always couldn't wait to get up and go do what we did, you know? And, still that way today.
Well, and that music in the 90s resonates with me still to this day, because that's the reason I got into country radio, was that 90s country. You said you started in 92, so I just met my first wife, and we got married in 1990, and I moved to Oklahoma, and everybody was listening to that 90s country, and it was Toby Keith coming up, and Blake Shelton a little bit later, but it was Garth Brooks and Vince Gill and all those guys from
Clint
Oklahoma.
Black and Mark Chestnut, Tracy Byrd, Clay Walker. I'm telling you, that's good stuff, man. It really is.
David Ball and Wade Hayes opened for Tracy Lawrence in Ardmore, Oklahoma. That was my first concert I ever went to.
Boy, I tell you, Wade Hayes is a guitar player, isn't he?
Yep, absolutely.
David Ball, I love him. Yes, I admit I got it.
You got him down, my man.
No, that's just what I grew up with, you know.
I sure appreciate the time tonight. It has been fun having you on the program, and let's do this again real soon.
Absolutely. Mr. Tim, thank you so much. I'm very, very honored. And if there's anything I can ever do to help you, I'm a phone call away, my friend.
You are welcome. Have a good summer, and where can folks find you on social media if they want to check out more of Pat Waters' music?
If you go to my website, patwaters.com, I think all my links are there, but we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. I don't ever deal with people that does it for me, but you can make sure just go in there and Facebook, look up Pat Waters, and my music page will come up. Same way on Instagram, and all you got to do on YouTube is Google us. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, all the platforms.
There you go. Well, we're going to play Tough, and then Right Where I Belong will kick off the top of the next hour of the Tim Kelly Show. You are right where you belong right now on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Well, I had to grow up a lot faster than I should have, and it was tough. Just me and Mom in a one-room apartment, wondering where our next meal was coming from. That was tough. But you don't have a choice when there ain't ain't no choices left. I just wiped away my tears, forced myself to get tough. Watching that town get smaller and smaller as I tried not looking back from that old Greyhound bus. Yeah, that was tough. And everything I tried that was new and different, like always, the door kept slamming shut. Yeah, that was tough. There's a lot of things in life that should have done me in. One way or another, I just get right back up again. Yeah, I'm tough, and I know around the edges I might be rough, but I do the best I can, and I'm proud of the man I've become. And I know at times I want to peel the sun. Yeah, but that's tough. For the first time in a long time, I walked in a church that was tough. And the preacher man said, if you ain't saved but you want to be, well, I stood up. Yeah, that was tough. I know I ain't perfect, but I don't claim to be. But I ain't gonna let my past get the best of me. Yeah, I'm tough, and I know around the edges I might be rough, but I do the best I can. Yeah, I'm tough, and I know around the edges I might be rough. I'm just doing the best I can, and I'm proud of the man I've become. And I know at times I want to peel the sun. Yeah, but that's tough. That's tough.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best. Mama told me, son, man, you're gonna be the one to make it out of this town. All the hell I raised nearly put her in her grave. Seems like I always let her down. She wanted me to have a better life, but everything I'll ever need is between these county lines. I've seen the sunset from the top of a mountain. I've seen the stars
stars in a country sky. I felt the earth move from a roaring freight train. I seen Jesus, and I'm not afraid to die. I've seen enough of this old world, and I got it all. I'm right where I belong. I've seen the sunset from the top of a mountain. I've seen the stars in the country sky. I felt the earth move from a roaring freight train. I've seen Jesus, and I'm not afraid to die. I've seen enough of this old world, and I got it all. I'm right where I belong. I'm right where I belong.
His name is Pat Waters. He is from the great state of Texas, and he is great. Been in the music industry for over 30 years, and you can tell he is a professional. Great songs on the radio tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What a great triple play. And we hit the top of the hour on that radio liner, but we are a little early, so I put in a bonus triple play on the back end, and we'll tell you who that is here in just a little bit. Welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio. Add a .com to that. I'm live on my website right now, and Radio Boss is the player you want to hit for the audio. Underneath that, you got a YouTube video, so you can hit that too and see the face for radio and all of the Branson mini movie that is going on behind me as well. And I'm also live over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. You guys are tapping that screen like crazy. I'm getting lots of hearts, over 70,000 so far tonight, and we got another hour in the show. What are we going to end up with? Well, we'll see at the end. How about that? We're going to end up with some great music, I can tell you that. We're going to kick it off with a young lady that's going to be a special guest of mine coming up later on this summer. Her name is Raquel and the Wildflowers. This first song is called Bonnie and Clyde. Great story behind it on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
They ain't your average couple. They go around robbing towns, from small little banks to grocery stores. And Mrs. O'Mary from next door outdid one
2.
I've been let down, I've been broke down, I've been misled, I've walked on lines of thread. So please excuse me if I'm not easy. I just don't feel like piecing it all again. Well, if a guy like you and a girl like me, I think I like the sound of you and me, 'cause you know how to treat a woman who's so kind. If a guy like you and a girl like me, I think we got a possibility, 'cause you know how to make a woman feel so right. You say you're trying, that you wait for me. That all sounds so nice, but words can be just words. I need somebody who will stand by me, someone to hold me close and know they won't leave. And if a guy like you and a girl like me, I think I like the sound of you and me, 'cause you know how to treat a woman who's so kind. If a guy like you and a girl like me, I think we got a possibility, 'cause you know how to make a woman feel so right. Maybe it's wrong, maybe it's right. Maybe I'm overthinking everything tonight. Well, I just want one love to find its way to me. Don't wanna fall again or hurt along the way. If a guy like you and a girl like me, I think I like the sound of you and me, 'cause you know how to treat a woman who's so kind. If a guy like you and a girl like me, I think we got a possibility, 'cause you know how to make a woman feel so right.
She is Raquel and the Wildflowers with a great group behind her, and that is called You and Me. Man, you and me are having a good time, and several other people over here on TikTok Live. I'm getting lots of cool stuff over here going on. And Bonnie and Clyde, before that, they were notorious, weren't they? Well, I'm notorious for playing the best in new country, and notorious for doing it on Triple Play Thursday, where every artist on the show gets 3 songs in a row played. Let's do it one more for Raquel and the Wildflowers. It is called Makes Me Stronger on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
When the tides rip through, it pulls me away. Everything starts drifting. It's just another day. These mountain tops seem so out of reach, 'cause it feels like there is nothing in this world for me but loving you. Yeah, it makes me stronger.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is today's country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Better choose wisely, don't settle for less. Take your time, find the one who loves you the best. Treat her right, love that girl, protect her with your life. Tell her the truth, even when you're scared to. She'll stand by your side, have your back through every fight. Don't take the power of her love for granted. She's a seed of heaven deeply planted. She'll take your name and make it her own. Turn a house into a loving home. She'll raise your children with strength and care. Her love's a force no storm could tear. She'll be the flame when the world turns cold. She's fierce and bold. She's sweet as sugar but hotter than fire. A mix of kindness and burning desire. She's the medicine that heals your soul, or the poison that'll swallow you whole. Her heart's a place where rivers run deep, but break her trust and you'll lose your sleep. She'll take your name and make it her own. Turn a house into a loving home. She'll raise your children with strength and care. Her love's a force no storm could tear. She's the medicine that heals your soul, or the poison that'll swallow you whole. Her heart's a place where rivers run deep, but break her trust and you'll lose your sleep. She'll have your back through thick and thin. With her by your side, you'll always win. She's a strength you'll never fully measure. Her love's both a challenge and a treasure. She'll take your name and make it her own. Turn a house into a loving home. She'll raise your children with strength and care. Her love's a force no storm could tear.
Song number 2.
Move over, get out of that way. She's riding shotgun in her daddy's diesel rig. They pulling in that rodeo parking lot. She'll be running them barrels again. That announcer says her name as she's flying across that line. She's bringing the heat, coming in hot. She's racing that clock, cutting around them barrels, spurs sparking, horse wide open, bringing it home, girl. She's coming in hot, spinning fast. She's riding that cutting horse, winning another rodeo weekend, kicking ass. She's loaded up, headed home. Girls riding shotgun with her old man. He's got that hammer down, has some pipes blowing cold. Her daddy's got that diesel in the wind. She'll be riding next weekend. She's planning another rodeo weekend with her dad. They got that diesel rig in the wind, rolling coal across the county line. She's got that cutting,
running barrels again. Another weekend rodeo with her dad. Spinning fire, she's riding that cutting rose with him. Rodeo weekend, kicking ass. She's loaded up, headed home. Girls riding shotgun with her old man. He's got that hammer down as we blinds blow cold. Her daddy's got that diesel in the wind. She'll be riding next weekend. She's planning another rodeo weekend with her dad. They got that diesel rig in the wind. Rolling coal across that county line. She's got that cut, running barrels again. Got a weekend rodeo with her dad.
His name is Mike Carlisle. That is called Rodeo Weekend. And before that, another great tune called Choose Wisely. Choose your country music wisely, ladies and gentlemen. And come over to the Tim Kelly Show. We always play New Country's Best. That's not only our tagline, but you can follow us on X, formerly Twitter. They'll say that for the rest of ever, I think. But that is our Twitter account over there, or X account, at New Country's Best as well. And speaking of Rodeo Weekend, maybe you're going to be doing some of that this weekend or going to a rodeo. Friday night, tomorrow night, is the longest day of the year and the official start of summer. After that, the days get shorter, ladies and gentlemen, all the way up until they start getting dark at 5 o'clock those days. And I'm not ready for that yet. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Time right here on New Music Friday. This next song from Mike Carlisle is making its worldwide radio debut, and I get to be the first to play it and put it out to 10 other radio stations around the country and around the world. The third one in his triple play is called Backroads and Blue Jeans, right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Clock hits 5, I'm flying out the gate, cleaning off the dirt from another long day. Shined up the truck, got a full tank ready. She's texting me, come get me, and I'm holding steady. She hops in wearing them cut-off jeans, kicks off her boots and sliding next to me. Radio's loud, that smile's loud too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do. A back road and blue jeans, firelight and moonbeams, tailgate down, she's dancing with me. But on the tire, stars up high, kissing in the bed of my ride. Cold drink sipping, no place to be, just my baby in a night that's free. Memory making, slow song playing, a back road and blue jeans. Got a cooler full and a case of time. Crickets singing like a backbeat line. She grabs my hat, puts it on just right, spins me around in the firelight. Laughing like we ain't got bills or plans, wrapped up in her small town hands. This kind of night don't come in threes. It's one of a kind, just her and me. A back road and blue jeans, firelight and moonbeams, tailgate down, she's dancing with me. But on the tire, stars up high, kissing in the bed of my ride. Cold drink sipping, no place to be, just my baby in a night this free. Memory making, slow song playing, back road and blue jeans.
tailgate down, she's dancing with me. But on the tire, stars up high, kissing in the bed of my ride. Cold drink sipping, no place to be, just my baby in a night this free. Memory making, slow song playing, a back road and blue jeans. A back road and blue jeans.
Party till we drop.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up.
Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Crank up the AC, because things are heating up.
No, seriously, turn up the AC or the shirt's coming off. You don't want to see this dad bod.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Every single summer, I wonder if you think about me.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's got to be you in your pickup truck with the painted up blonde-haired girl sitting by your side. When you open your mouth, lies are coming out. I'm the last girl that you're thinking about. Well, baby, I'm the cold hard truth if you can't bear it. And honey, if the shoe fits, go ahead and wear it. I'm tired of you running round and hurting me the way you do. Walk on me and these boots are gonna walk on you. She can have the heart you gave me, 'cause soon she'll have to share it. So honey, if the shoe fits, we'll go ahead and wear it. Keep lying on me. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start telling the truth on you. I'll tell what a two-time and deadbeating man you are. Yeah, I played by the rules. I did my best, but I got a few things to get off my chest. You can't be true, and I think it's time I share it. So honey, if the shoe fits, we'll go ahead and wear it. Yeah, I'm tired of you running round and hurting me the way you do. Walk on me and these boots are gonna walk on you. She can have the ring you bought me. It ain't got one single carat. So honey, if the shoe fits, we'll go ahead and wear it. Yeah, honey, if the shoe fits, we'll go ahead and wear it.
Song number 2.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming with the charge you set in place. So I've been hiding in a bunker to your latest fall from grace. You're running round on me, gave me the primer and the load. Now this powder keg you're dancing on is ready to explode. Roman candles set ablaze. You saw fire in my eyes. So you like to play with matches and watch the torch burning high. But this powder keg that you've unleashed is gonna rain down from the sky. Yeah, you crumbled our foundation, built the bricks we laid by hand. Then you set loose with the wrecking ball that crushed our wedding bands. My heart's like smoking residue from the barrel of a gun, and this keg will blow your cheating heart from here to kingdom come. Yeah, you crumbled our foundation, built the bricks we laid by hand. Then you set loose with the wrecking ball that crushed our wedding bands. My heart's like smoking residue from the barrel of a gun, and this keg will blow your cheating heart. And this keg will blow your cheating heart from here to kingdom come.
How about that talented young lady? She is from Southeast Oklahoma, McLeod, Oklahoma, a little bitty small town specifically. That is called Powder Keg. And before that, If the Shoe Fits, Mackenzie McKetty is who she is. And she just competed in the Miss Oklahoma Talent Competition. And she did very, very well. She's a talented, beautiful young lady. And she's got a voice on her, doesn't she? There's a great video to Powder Keg as well. We had it up on ICTV, Indie Country Television, for quite a while. May still be up on there. I got to check. But her music is fantastic, so go check out. It is Mackenzie, spelled a little different. It is MacKynsie. Mackenzie McKetty. McKetty is McKedy. The third song for Mackenzie McKetty to complete her triple play for tonight's show is called Like the Movies on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
The silver screen betrayed me when it showed me what love was like. I had high expectations, but I got devastation when I realized it wasn't right. But then I found you, and I never knew I could feel a love like this. Our hearts fit like a glove. No one could ever love me the way that you do. 'Cause love, it's not like the movies. It's not all fairy tales, happy endings. But since I found you, my heart's been set free. 'Cause your love is like a movie to me. My heart does flips when your fingertips just brush across my skin. If we were in Hollywood, I know they would make a movie about our love. No one is perfect, but darling, it's worth it. We'll make it out just fine. Through the trials and tribulations, you're my final destination, and I'll prove it to you tonight. 'Cause love, set free. 'Cause your love is like a movie to me. 'Cause your love is like a movie to me.
Listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Worn out boot and a weathered hat. Truck stop dinners and a midnight chat. Moonlight shining on this lonesome road. Running on fumes, pulling a heavy load. One more night, no name town. Counting the days till I turn around. Wheels keep rolling beyond the hill. Gotta move on, ain't gonna be still. Ain't about the road or the weight you're hauling. Ain't about the money or the miles we're clocking. Ain't about the ghosts or the dreams you're chasing. It's all about the faces of the ones you're loving. Faded maps and dusty trails, rolling hills and rusted rails. Radio humming a lonesome tune, thinking of home, I'll see you soon. One more mile, just pushing through. Same old story, ain't nothing new. Wind keeps calling through the pines. My heart's set on the finish line. Ain't about the road or the weight you're hauling. Ain't about the money or the miles you're clocking. Ain't about the ghosts or the dreams you're chasing. It's all about the faces of the ones you're loving. One more night, no name town. Counting the days till I turn around. Wheels keep rolling beyond the hill. Gotta move on, ain't gonna be still. Ain't about the road or the weight you're hauling. Ain't about the money or the miles you're clocking. Ain't about the ghosts or the dreams you're chasing. It's all about the faces of the ones you're loving. Wheels keep on rolling. Wheels keep on rolling. Wheels keep on rolling.
Song number 2.
Paycheck's gone by. Saturday night, played my hand, but I lost the fight. Whiskey's warm and the dealer's cold. Left knee broke, had nothing to hold. Swore this time I'd break the spell. Lucky's laughing and tolls the bell. Another round, another bluff. Chasing dreams that ain't enough. Money melts like snow in July. Gone too fast, matter how I try. Burns like the sun, slips through my hands. Leaves me here stranded in loser land. Your love's so true, won't ever lie, won't ever nail like snow in July. I know you're home, waiting on me. Your love is strong, so pure and free. wasting time, drifting away, betting it all on losing play. Cards don't care, they can't embrace, they leave me cold in empty space. You're the queen, I saw it all along, the only hand that keeps me strong. Money melts like snow in July, gone too fast, no matter how I try. Burns like the sun, slips through my hand, leaves me here stranded in loser land. Your love's so true, won't ever lie, won't ever melt like snow in July. I'm walking home, leaving this game, no more regret. I call your name, no matter the odds, I'm on my way. With you in my heart, I'll be okay. Money melts like snow in July, gone too fast, no matter how I try. Burns like the sun, slips through my hands, leaves me here stranded in loser land. Your love's so true, won't ever lie, won't ever melt like snow in July. Your love stays true, won't ever lie, won't ever melt like snow in July. Like snow in July.
His name is Terrence Hart. He is a great Canadian artist, and that is a great song. It is called Snow in July. I hope we don't get snow here in July, but he may be getting snow in July up there in Canada. It's still chilly. I was talking to a Canadian artist this morning that said it's still pretty chilly up there as well. There's a 50% chance we'll have snow in July here in Branson, but there's also a 50% chance that we won't, so it could go either way. Wheels Keep on Rolling before that from Terrence Hart, and Terrence Hart's going to be a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show coming up later on this summer as well. Check out my full live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of the website, KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. When we do the interview, I'm looking forward to hearing the story behind this song. It is called This Town from Terrence Hart, the third one in the triple play on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
I remember sometime many years ago, when the roads were quiet everywhere I'd go, when the fields stretched wide far as I could see, when the children were playing so peacefully. Seems like the sun's got a little brighter, feels like the water's got a bit more colder, seems like the time passes way more faster, feels like I ain't getting any younger. This town keeps growing on me, I'm right where I wanna be. This town's like no other place, it puts a smile on the face. This town's like sweet love song, got my heart beating strong. Now the streets are filled, voices in the air, neon lights are shining, music everywhere. Still the old oak stands where it used to be, a reminder of all that it means to me. This town keeps growing on me, I'm right where I wanna be. This town's like no other place, it puts a smile on my face. This town's like sweet love song, it got my heart beating strong. my time has come, I'll be on my way. I still hear the laughter of the songs we'd play. There's a magic here nothing can replace. In my heart, this town always have a place. Seems like the sun's got a little brighter. Feels like the water's got a bit more colder. Seems like the time passes way more faster. Feels like I ain't getting any younger. This town keeps growing on me. I'm right where I wanna be. This town's like no other place. It puts a smile on my face. This town's like sweet love song. You got my heart beating strong. This town,
till I hit a detour and delay. As the sun came down, I saw a small town, a country diner lit up with neon. Outside, I heard the honky-tonk music play. I told myself it's gonna be alright, but self told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road, riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. So fun, got my Dooney and Burke to go inside. When I walk into the place, every face turned and looked at me. Well, I tossed my hair and held up my head. I could hear their whispers and read their lips. Found a table, more than able to hold my own, you see. I told myself it's gonna be alright, but self told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road, riding for life. Country tonight. No hat, no boots, betray my roots. There might be a fox in that chicken coop, so I flat to smile like my jewelry shining in the light. Oh, these clink-up boys with their big truck toys were having fun and making some noise, but it's easy to see they know how to treat a lady right. He won me over with his big broad shoulders and a heart as big as his head. He had a smile like a child on Christmas morning, swept me away without warning when he asked me to dance. It's gonna be alright. Myself told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road, riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. Yeah, I'm doing country tonight. Come on, oh, I'm a city girl. I'm a city girl. Come on. Tonight.
Song number 2.
So you're saying not feeling yourself, but now you're talking to someone else. Say you don't wanna leave me on, but you don't wanna hurt me. You call me your pretty little thing, but now it's pretty darn easy to see. You've been flirting with the girl down the street, such a player obviously. Thanks for making this easy. forgot your name. Was it David, Derek, or Dan? I'll have to check my Instagram. So many DMs rolling in, so spare me the drama. This might be breaking news, but I'm totally over you. Call me crazy if you want to, just thought you should know. Boy, don't worry, you don't mean nothing. I ain't wasting time or losing any sleep. So don't worry, I'll be okay. If I was crying any tears, it would be a shame. But I already forgot your name. Don't you know some things ain't meant to be? Like fire and ice and you and me. Boy, don't worry, you don't mean nothing. I ain't wasting time or losing any sleep. So don't worry, I'll be okay. If I was crying any tears, it would be a shame. But I already forgot your name. I already forgot your name.
Well, I haven't forgotten her name. It is McKenna Faith Winters, and you should remember her name as well. She is super talented. She just turned 16 years old from Chesney Park, Illinois, and that is a great tune called Forgot Your Name. And before that, her debut single that I was one of the first DJs to play and put it out to radio, I'm Doing Country Tonight. That's exactly what I'm doing, and I hope you're having a good time doing this country thing with me. Triple Play Thursday is what we call it. That means every artist on the show gets 3 songs in a row played all show long. Nobody else in radio is doing that. I'm doing it. I don't care if it's male, female, group, band, whatever. We're going to play 3 songs. And it keeps getting. You're going to find that out when I push play on the next song. It is the latest single out to radio for my friend McKenna Faith Winters. It is called I Plant My Own on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
You made up your mind. I'm not gonna go home and cry, even though that's what you thought I'd do. Funny how life goes on. Me and you will both move on. I'll never say that I never loved you, 'cause you used to be my plus one at boring weddings. Kiss me on the cheek when the sun was setting. Had her little spot, now I sit here all alone. Used to be my midnight talk for hours. Hold the umbrella in the summer showers. Used to be the one to bring me flowers, but now I plant my Guess it was my fault. I shouldn't have put all my happiness in your hands. But all of this make things clearer. I see a stronger girl in the mirror, but that don't mean it doesn't make me sad. 'Cause you used to be my plus one at boring weddings. Kiss me on the cheek when the sun was setting. If you ever come around again, you'll find the sunflowers out back. You used to be my plus one at boring weddings. Kiss me on the cheek when the sun was setting. Had a little spot, now I sit here all alone. Used to be my midnight talk for hours. Hold the umbrella in the summer showers. Used to be the one to bring me flowers. But now I plant my but now I plant my now I plant my own.
You're listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie.
Boy, you man has always been the same. Singing my songs, trying to make a name. And you, young lady, wanted a hitch to the ride. But if you're only for the money, then I'm gonna have to wait goodbye. You thought life on the road was all fame and stars, fancy shopping trips and expensive cars. But these honky-tonk bars have left you wanting more. Don't let the song hit you on the way out the door. If you can't be there for the lows, you can't be for the highs. Always acting all innocent, making your little alibis. If you want it, you can have it, but it's gonna take a while. You're not on this cruise forever, so honey, make it worth the while. You thought life on the road was all fame and stars, fancy shopping trips and expensive cars. But these honky-tonk bars have left you wanting more. Don't let this song hit you on the way out the door. Come on now. Yeah. You thought life on the road was all fame and stars, fancy shopping trips and expensive cars. But these honky-tonk bars have left you wanting more. Don't let the song hit you on the way out the door. And on the way out the door. Yeah. What kind of music do I like to play? It's on from a little guy. So well, I sing about fools in smoky bars, riding the highway in an old fast car. But these songs are a passion for me and my band, 'cause I've lived a lifetime with a guitar in my hand. Well, they say I'm too young, I ain't old enough to be singing these songs about living so rough, but I share my passion singing stories they've told, playing a young man's sixth string with an old man's soul. Well, they say I'm too young, I ain't old enough to be singing
talented young man, 13 years young, Michael Schott from North Carolina. That is called Young Man 6th Street. And before that, Don't Let the Song Hit You on the Way Out the Door. Man, I love the title of that one as well. We're about ready to Don't Let the Song Hit You on the Way Out the Door, because that's about where we're headed. We got one more to play for Michael Schott, which will be our last song tonight on Triple Play Thursday. But hey, go check out our interview that we did back on April the 4th. Michael Schott and I sit down and had a good chat on the radio, and we got to play some of his music and got to hear the stories behind those songs. That is in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage of my website, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. We're going to put 2 more from tonight's show in those archives, and I've got 2 more for tomorrow night as well. I'm going to have Anna Scott is going to be with me tomorrow night. That's going to be a big, big show, and lots of people are excited about that. She's a talented young lady as well. And then also tomorrow night on the program, I've got my good buddy Sean Lee Stamps going to be with me as well. New Music Friday, we'll call it, and we'll hit the airwaves at 7 p.m. Central Time right here on The Tim Kelly Show and KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. One more from Michael Schott, a very fitting song, the last triple play of the evening. It is called Sing Me Home. Do it, my friend, on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I just sing me home. I can almost smell my mama's southern cooking, cast iron skillets on the fire. Hear those Sunday church bells ring. Hallelujah sings the choir. Sometimes I get that lonesome feeling. I ain't got the time and it's too far to drive. When I need a dose of down-home healing, all I have to do is close my eyes and I sing. That first time
talented young man. He sure can sing you home, can he? And he sung us home right now. He is Michael Schott, S-C-H-O-T-T. Michael Schott Music on social media. Go give him a like and a follow. Give him a shot. Put him on your playlist, ladies and gentlemen. He is fantastic, and I know he's got more new music on under his sleeve or up his sleeve. We'll see what happens, but he's got a great career ahead of him in the world of country music. Man, lots of these folks do. I'll tell you what, we did play New Country's Best tonight, and I want to thank you all for joining me on the program tonight. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Triple Play Thursday, and I want to thank my good folks that joined me on the program tonight, Gary Matheny and Pat Waters as well. Join me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We'll do it all over again, and we'll call it New Music Friday, and I'll see you right here on The Tim Kelly Show. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like The Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and I will like you right back. Until next time, we'll see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up. Let me make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn